Hey, what's going on, guys? Twintuitive717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into a collective message for the Divine Feminine Collective on your masculine's thoughts on you at this time. I'm hearing a really clear message about you. It's either like you've removed yourself from his league or what he's used to. You're now like out of his league. And I kept hearing like you're a woman that prays and like she's a godly woman. I kept hearing things like that, like she's out of my league, or you've removed yourself from like being like an option or being someone that he could possibly turn to. I feel like I'm getting like you're stepping backwards or you're trying to disassociate yourself from somebody. That's what your masculine is feeling like you don't want to have anything to do with them. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. Like you're removing yourself from like his league. You know, you're telling yourself like, I'm out of your league, I'm sorry. So a lot of you could be tapping deeper into your spiritual gifts. Therefore, you're seeing things a lot more clearly. You're seeing yourself clearly. And so I feel like there's a lot of transformation happening for the Divine Feminines. High Priestess has been coming out of this deck a lot. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. Yeah, it's definitely that High Priestess energy where I feel like as you grow or as you ascend, as the days go by, as the months go by, there's certain thresholds that you're meeting. And as you meet these thresholds on your journey, you're being rewarded with knowledge or information that helps you to outsmart others. It's like you can't be taken advantage of on this journey. No one can outsmart you, and you're always 10 steps ahead of everyone else. And that is just how your divine masculines feel about you at this time. They feel like they're not worthy of you. They may feel a little resentful of the fact that you might feel like you're too good for them. It's a human emotion as well, Divine Feminine. You're allowed to gallivant in your ego because it's just all part of the process. It's all part of healing. It's all part of growth. Many of you are really just starting to like, you know, when you're learning to rollerblade and then you know how to rollerblade and it's the best feeling in the world, especially if you have silicone wheels and you're just gliding along. I feel like many of you are playing around with your High Priestess energy right now and you haven't quite learned to just glide yet. So you're having a little bit of fun with it in terms of feeling like you're just out of his league. Like, I'm out of your league, okay? I'm a High Priestess. Oh, okay, so a lot of you could be just cocky about it, cocky about your growth, the fact that you have experienced detachment from your divine masculines. Maybe it's been a long time coming on the journey where you have had to wrestle around with being in that chaser energy or feeling a lot of lower vibrational emotions or having them trigger you very easily. Many of you are now resistant to those triggers. You say whether or not someone can trigger you or not because you've learned to master discipline of your mind, control of the mind, stepping further and further out of the matrix where, again, with High Priestess, you can see things clearly. Nobody can really put one over your head. If anybody thinks that they are deceiving you or cheating you, you're having the last laugh because you can feel energy. You can feel the truth behind what is happening. Okay, you can see behind the mask. You can feel the energy behind the facade. So there's no outsmarting you here, and that's why I feel like many of you have removed yourself. And a lot of your divine masculines, what happens when this occurs is they want to catch up to you. So what I do feel could be happening right now is they're blocking out karmics. Even they themselves are mirroring this energy where now all of a sudden you're too good for them. Well, they're too good for the karmics now. Because you've raised the bar now, Divine Feminine. So a lot of them could be in this place where they're really distancing themselves from karmic energies, karmic situations. I feel like if they had a whole flock, well, that flock, it's, you know, they're getting rid of the list. It's just, it's not tasteful. You know, you've raised the bar somehow, High Priestess. You're like, you know, I'm out of your league. Like, look at the way you carry yourself. I can't. So they're triggered by it. They're heavily triggered by it. And again, you're moving with a bit of immaturity here because you just got these powers. So of course you're going to banter and snicker and throw it in your counterpart's face here about, haha, look who, you know, just got to the next level before you. That type of vibe I think is happening here between you two. Okay, what else about your goddess energy is triggering them that you may be learning about? White Tara wants to come out all the time as well, sensitivity. So I do feel like a lot of you are developing your spiritual gifts, okay? You're avoiding harsh relationships, harsh environments. So if a lot of your masculines are caught up in these harsh environments still, this is why you're in your green Tara energy where you're sensitive to it. It's almost like there's like a repellent. And that's how they feel, you know? Like they see you with a spray, like bug spray, and you're just like, oh, bzz. You know? Like, stay away. Bzz. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm cracking up. Oh my goodness. But that's how sensitive you are. You got your bug spray out. Okay? I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. Anybody bugging you, you have your bug spray out because you're in your White Tara energy, which is I'm extremely sensitive to anything lower vibrational right now because I've just gotten High Priestess powers. Okay? You've unlocked something within you. Many of you could also have someone that's just recently passed away as well. And I feel like what happens is like when they pass, there's like one final thing that they get to kind of bless their family with. And I feel like some of you may have an ancestor, someone who just recently passed, and they chose to pass this High Priestess energy on to you. Okay, I feel like because this is, I'm getting an energy of like recent. It's recent for many of you. It's like you woke up and all of a sudden you can see clearly now. The rain is gone. And many of you are feeling a little bit cocky about it, that you're able to detach in this way. Okay, we also have Arakira blossoming. You're just getting started. That's why I'm saying it's new. Whatever these gifts are, it's new for some of you. This High Priestess energy that you're in. All right, so it says, have patience with yourself and the process. And don't give up. So that's the kind of energy you're in, Divine Feminine. Unstoppable. And you're basically telling them, like, listen, I'm sitting on my lotus here. Many of you could be seeing the lotus flower, the pink lotus. White lotus could be very significant to many of you on your journey. Some of you could have a tattoo of it. There's something significant, about the lotus. Because for me, the lotus is all about purity. It's because you've had to grow. Your spiritual growth has had to occur in such turbulent environments. Right? Such messy environments. But you came out beautiful, and now that you're in this place, you've excelled. And again, somehow someone feels like now you're out of their league. That's just great. Okay, let's see. Usually when you're in this energy, you're also very romantically attractive to them, because that's that signal to them that they have work to do. This is why the karmic energies can't distract them. It's like all of a sudden you become this beautiful, blossoming energy that they cannot resist, you know. Now all of a sudden you're not paying attention to them. You've got your nose in the air. What romantic feelings are brewing that's signaling the divine masculines that they have work to do? Okay. So we have playfulness. This could be your energy right now that's triggering them. Okay, this playful energy, immature energy as well, like I was picking up earlier, because a lot of you are now playing around with your spiritual gifts or this newfound like frequency or vibration that you're in where you can be confident again. Like many of you can just go out there and enjoy sunlight again, you vampires. I feel like, not in a bad way, but it's like many of you on the spiritual awakening journey, especially with you Divine Feminines, you guys know what it's like to, you know, bunker down and have to remain indoors and remain isolated, because it's the only way that you feel safe until you're able to shield yourself so that when you do go out in public, you don't avoid like, you know, awkward interactions with people all the time. You're just shielded, right? It takes many of you time to learn that. Otherwise, if you go out there inexperienced, a lot of you experience like really crazy stuff, anxiety. All of a sudden you develop social anxiety, can't leave your house. The thought of leaving your house like makes you want to puke. Yeah, it's all spiritual ascension symptoms, okay? But you guys are feeling playful again, and this is exactly what it is that's triggering them or letting them know that it's go time to either begin some kind of healing journey, okay? Many of them could be wanting to just heal things from their family lineage as well. Like if you're leveling up, they want to drop old habits, and this definitely involves healing some family issues, meaning like as they forgive their parents or as they forgive like, you know, like their upbringing or like childhood trauma stuff. Many of them are learning to move past a lot of that and forge their own path or their own way. A lot of them want to give up habits that they've maybe seen like just destroy the vibration of certain family members. This could have to be like this could be substance use and things like that. So leveling up, okay, definitely a big theme with many of the masculines wanting to meet you where it is you are. And in order to do that, they're realizing like there's been some heavy stuff I've got to clear up here. And it all has a lot to do with like patterns. I keep hearing patterns. In the last reading we had like toxicity bounded patterns come up as well. I'm seeing it in the family issues, like even right down to choosing the partner that they're with right now, all stemmed off of just pattern. And they're paying the price for it now. So many of them are feeling the call or the urge because of the soul twin flame experience with you to do something different. Okay. We also have chemistry as well. They're feeling a lot of chemistry for you because look at you. You've mastered something. You have the crown on your head. That means you are heavily, heavily connected to the divine. That's why I was picking up earlier. You're a godly woman or you're a woman that prays. Many of you have a beautiful connection to the divine that you never abandoned or betrayed because of this journey. You stuck with it. And because of it, more and more things kept unlocking for you to experience abundance, harmony, protection. None of the karmic attacks could get you guys down, at least not for very long. You know, your energy would just pop back up and back to blossoming. There you go. Reminding everybody that you are just getting started. So you become magnetic to your divine masculine time after time after time. Okay? We have a heart-to-heart conversation. So someone is ready to be honest, okay? So let's see what else is going on here with the divine masculine in terms of healing. Okay, what are they working on in terms of healing? Okay, so next year, spring could be an important time where you're going to see a lot of the new seeds blossom for them. Okay, right now is a time of just observing you. You could be planting seeds as well. But I feel like they're learning new things, they're observing things. And I'm also hearing the word comparison. They want to plant the same seeds that you've planted because they want the same outcomes that you're experiencing. Yeah, release, surrender, and purge. Yeah, well, in order to do that, one of the things that really stands out that you've done is you've cleaned up the environment around you. Your ability to just detach from things that simply do not serve you on the path. I mean, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are paying close attention to you. You know, I hate to say this, but divine feminine, whoever you are, you could be a Libra, okay? And the interesting thing about Libras is they're the only zodiacs represented by an object. Everything else is animal or man. Think Virgo, Aquarius, man, woman. Everything else animal. When you got the Libras, right? They're just so balanced with shit. It's just one of their superpowers, one of their gifts. So your ability to create harmony and balance in your life, like if you have to cut something out, you can cut something out. Like, that's why Libras are always so charming and they're always in such a good mood because balance is really important to them, right? That's why they bring such life to the party, or they could start conversations really easily. They've got this bright aura about them. Something about you, your what it is you bring to the table, this energy that you bring, it's refreshing, and I feel like it's helping your divine masculines along the way to release whatever it is they need to release to catch up to you, because like for a lot of them, I'm hearing that like you're the only thing that's constant and consistent in their life. Okay, you're the only thing that's constant and consistent, and many of them will show you this throughout the years on your journey just by communication. And if you're the one to reach out, they'll always be there in terms of receiving that communication, because you definitely have somebody here moving towards surrender, releasing, purging. That means moving closer towards you as well. I'm not going to take all of these guys, but I will hang on to the past, lack, and suffering. So this is something that they are desperately trying to move out of. You've definitely triggered a lot of these thoughts that are coming up now that you have just removed yourself, I think, from out of the picture. when there's a loss of your energy, or when they feel unworthy, they feel that match light under their ass for them to move to the next level or move to the next phase. And I feel like this card represents something that they've been sitting with. I want to say with a lot of your masculines, it's got to be for like at least the last like 2 to 3 years, is that like they feel trapped. Many of them do. They feel trapped in their circumstances. I feel like the past keeps repeating. No matter what they do or how hard they work, they still keep experiencing a sense of lack. Because many of them aren't cluing in that they need to feed their spiritual bodies first in order to attract abundance. Okay, they can't do it the 3D way, just by working and working and working. They have to learn to, bring things into fruition and quickly. But I feel like the only person who has the key to this knowledge and information is the Divine Feminine. But until they release what's keeping them away from the Divine Feminine to be able to have these honest heart-to-heart conversations about how to unlock a lot of the magic that's stored up for them, they first need to break through a lot of these karmic cycles on their own. That's why it'll never, work, Divine Feminines, as long as you guys are like engaging with like the kind of 3D thing, third parties, 3D stuff, karmic stuff involved, because like it doesn't matter like what role you play, it always has to be the Divine Masculines to open up their eyes to see what it is they need to see. And usually that happens when there's like a clean cut of the Divine Feminine's energy for them to have that realization or epiphany. So yeah, that could be where they are currently at, guys. Like watching you literally say to them energetically, like, I'm out of your league. Like, I've paid attention to the assignment and I've been getting my grades. You've been skipping the assignments. I don't want to be your lab partner anymore. You're bringing my grade down on this journey. And a lot of you, I don't know, maybe Divine Feminines, you like to be on top of your shit with Dana's energy here, okay? You like to be that A+ student. So that's what I have for you guys for this one. If you would like a personal session with me, be sure to reach out on Hipsy.com. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night, okay? Take care. Bye.